welcome back to my channel, and today I am working with Suzanne's over at Nonstop Papercrafts, her new kit this month, which is Warm Winter Wishes, and it is just such a pretty kit. I love it. So let's get right into it. These here I did, but I didn't have time to show you how to do these today, but I have a series on my channel called Scrap Stash and Mayhem, and that's when I will show you how I made these. So let's have a look and see what I did. So this here is recycled material packaging, and it will be a great little ephemera holder, a little mailer. You can send it out in the mail. It'll protect whatever you put in there. And so Suzanne's freebies for this time around is everything to make cards. So I decided to make card, but to make it into a little booklet. And I thought, I put a pocket here because I thought maybe somebody might like to put a gift card in there or something. And so I just took a couple of the pages from the kit and I made them into this little booklet. And then at the end here, it's Warm Winter Wishes. So this would be really nice to send to Grandma with pictures of the children, the grandkids, or, you know, that kind of thing. Just like a little keepsake card. And so let's make one, shall we? I'll just put this back over here. There you go. Okay, so I have my stuff ready, kind of, sort of. And I decided to use this guy. I tried to save some time so we weren't doing a bunch of monotonous stuff that you already know how to do, whatnot. So I took this from the freebie because I really like that. To me, that's two young girls sitting and watching the snow fall. So I'm just going to take some of this stickles, and I'm just going to take and highlight. And I'm going to do that first, highlight. I'm going to make the snow sparkle. I'm not highlighting it, I'm making it sparkle. And I'm doing this first because this needs to dry just a little bit. So, and that, you know, Christmas time, winter time, that seems to be when we put lots of sparkles into things. And I'm just going to carry on that tradition. There. I don't know if it's picking it up on here for you or not, but it looks very pretty. And then what I did was I chose this color, the speckled egg, because I thought this was closest to the blue in here. The closest that I had anyways. And I'm just going to take and ink. Yeah, that matches pretty good. It just gets rid of that white. That's all I want it for. Get rid of that white. And I'm just going to take this out like so. And I can see that my card is not quite where it needs to be, but that's okay. We're going to fix that. This blue is very light, and I like that. This is the one and only color that I have a refill ink for it. Out of all the other ones. And now I can't get this Ranger anymore where I live in town. I'd have to send away for it. And with it being winter time now, well, we would have to wait. So I think I might just give a little bit of blue in here on the raised part of the snowflakes, just to give it a little. Not on the yellow. Just on the white. Yeah. Most of it's going to be covered anyways. Okay, so while I've got this out, let's do our pages. And all I did, the quick, easy way to make a white page pretty is to use a stencil. And because I didn't have any Christmas stencils, but I have this, which is what I did on the other one. And I can see that I need to clean this stencil because I just used it today, but I'm okay if my ink kind of get a little bit over. If they blend, I'm okay with that. This is a quick, easy project. It doesn't take very long to do. And the fun part is making it personalized to whoever you're going to send it to. I think I would love to get one of these from my granddaughters and or my grandson. That would be awesome. I'm going to put some music notes in there. There we go. Actually, I like that color with this. That's pretty, very pretty. Okay. So I decided to not bulk it up too much. And so I only put in 3 pages. See, it's a white page, but it looks pretty. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. There we go. I'll get a little bit of this in there. Out of all the stencils that I have not one Christmas one. I have so many and not a Christmas one. I don't use stencils that much, but you know, I'm going to start. I'm really trying to make sure that I utilize the stuff that I have and work it into each of my projects that I do. And so I think now that I have it organized. Oh my goodness, I have some of my things are nicely organized, and one of them is the stencils, and I have them all in a file folder right behind me. And so all I have to do is, that's pretty. You can also take and ink the edges a little bit, that way give it a little. I don't think so. Don't think you really, need to. I have a filing cabinet right behind me, and so I put a lot of things into file folders. And one of the gals in my group who lives not that far from me gave me a heads up on a whole bunch of file folders, and I have been using each and every one of them. It really does make life a little easier in my craft room. On my quest of I seem to always be looking for ways to organize. And that's when I decided that, you know, I'm organizing my stuff constantly. Why don't you just use it? You know that pretty stuff that we don't use? Use the pretty stuff. Okay, I'm going to put that up there into that a little bit. Oops. Oh, there we go. All right, so there we have our have our pages inked. Pretty, pretty. Okay, so then what I did here was this comes in 2 pages, and because I did the embossing on here, I didn't want to look at that, and my cardstock is a little, excuse me, I got the hiccups, a little thin, so I decided I would not cut anything out. I just glue the 2 pages together, and I'm using this glue because it does not buckle your paper. It stinks, but it doesn't buckle your paper, and that is important. So that's the Faber-Tac, this one. There's another one, I think it's called 123. It's by Beacon as well. And I had trouble with my pages. I was running it through the embosser. Don't put the wrong layer in there on your embossing tool. Don't do it, because if you make it too thick, that's what happens. I'm going to put a little glue right here. There we go. I'll just smooth that out really well and put that lid on there for now. And because we have it here, I'm just going to give this another little bit here just to pretty up the back. You can certainly add more paper to the back. Print on it. I didn't print on the back side, obviously. Obviously. But sometimes, you know, I like to save a little ink, and I have all of these distress inks. I will use them up. Okay, and I think we'll put a few notes in here. How's that? There, a little more here. And the other thing that I'm doing that might be a helpful hint is I organize my things, but I keep the things that I use the most in the same organization bucket. So all I have to do is pull that one out. I don't have to go on a hunt for them. I have so much more organizing to do. I'm just starting. But it's actually a good feeling when you get organized. It really is. Okay. And I think, yeah, we'll put a little in there. It's so light, you can still write over it. Right? That's pretty. Okay. Okay. A little here. I think that's why I don't do stenciling, because I get addicted to it and I don't stop. There we go. There we go. Okay. Enough. So then I'm going to take and just make sure this fits in here nicely, and I can see I need to trim some of this, and I need to trim off a little bit here. So let's trim away. And yes, I'm using scissors. I don't want to trim too much. Otherwise, I would do the tear, because you need a bare lip to do the tear thing. And there we go. Make a mess. There we go. All right, now I'm going to take and trim. I'm going to round my corners just on the very little bit there, just to take that pointy edge off. There we go. Okay, so now we got that part done. I think I'm going to do, I can see a little bit here where this just needs a little trim. And it's going to be so small you're not even going to notice that I did it. But you know, when you're looking at it and you see it, you might as well fix it. Okay, let's see, is that good? A little bit right there. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to take and I'm going to trim these corners. Around them. I guess in some aspect it's trimming. Okay. And I guess here is where I didn't bring this stuff out. Well, what was I thinking? Oh, sorry. My chair didn't like that. Okay, so we're going to take this and the needle. Okay. And I think my thread's a little thicker, so I think I'm going to use that one. I think so. Okay. And I'm going to use this because this is the same that I used on the envelope. So we might as well make it match. I'll create a little tail there, so we'll do a good amount. And we're just going to do the simple 3 pamphlet stitch. Oop. Oh, you gotta get them all in there, so. Did I get them all? I did. Yay! Okay. So because this is just so small, I'm not even going to pin it down at all. I'm just going to poke my holes and eyeball it. Now, of course, if you're not planning on mailing these, then you can really go to town with decorating them. I'm just trying to keep them that they're not going to bulk up too much, and this little card's going to cost like $17 to send. Don't want that. I see where my paper is not happy because of the pressing that I put it through. Okay, and then I need a little more there, so we're going to do this and do that. There we go. There we go. And we're going to put this on this side. There we go. Put it there for now. I sure didn't give it a lot of space here, did I? So I'm going to do the triple knot. One forward, one backwards. The awkward way and the easy way. And I may get lost. And let's tie a little bow because I like the little bows. this down here, like so. One more tighten. Okay, let's get rid of this big tail. We don't need that. Okay, so now our little thing here should be dry. And I'm going to just give a little inking around the edges. You know, it's always so hard to cut a circle. So I like the way Suzanne did this one. It wasn't a nice round even circle. It had little waves in it. So you just follow it and it looks just perfect the way it is without, you know, I can't cut a circle. There we go. Okay, so this here, I am just going to glue on with this. Oh wait, let's before we do this, let's put our pocket in here. Let's just in case somebody wants to put a gift card in there or a little note or ooh. Well, that came gushing out on the bottom. So, I don't know if you guys are football fans, but in Canada we have a league called the CFL, Canadian Football League, and our Saskatchewan Rough Riders just won the division, so they are going to play, I don't know who, Montreal Alouettes, I think it is. They're going to play for the Grey Cup next weekend. Oh, I got this glue. So that is fun, exciting. It's been a long time since the Riders have been, I think it's 2013? No. 2000, yeah, it's been a while. It's not been good. Okay. They really could. We deserve the win. They need to work hard and give Saskatchewan a win. That's what I was trying to say. And if they don't, well, hey, they got that far. So that's going to be a football weekend next weekend. Okay, let's just get this a little bit here. Okay. Let's kind of place it. I want to put this like so, I think. So let's put that right about there. Okay. And the other thing you can do, like I did on the other card, is I just took and I blooped in some of these in the center, some of this stuff in the center, so they get a little bit of a sparkle in the center of the snowflake. I don't have very many centers here, though. That's okay. Now let's put somewhere here. Put a little bit there. Sure. Let's put a little there. Do you guys do the same thing? Oh, a little here, a little there, some more here. Okay. Enough of that. Okay, let's put this away. And we're going to grab this glue. And here's where the fun begins. There we go. Just playing with this glue bottle. Okay. It doesn't take a lot. Oop. But it does, it's tedious. And this glue, when it doesn't want to come out, it does not want to come out. Like now. I'm squeezing very hard. Okay, let's get this again. I had it working earlier. I'm guessing I probably have to clean this tip one more time. There's not a lot of glue left in there. Okay. Oh, there's lots. There we go. It's a good thing that this glue dries clear, because if it didn't, it wouldn't be pretty. Okay. Don't drop it. And I think I want it to be maybe not too crooked, but just like so. Everything doesn't have to be straight. There. Okay, I'm going to put this lid back on here. I'm going to put this pin back on here. Okay, so there we go. A cute little, it's a card. It's a card, but it's also a little place to write little stories, add pictures, whatnot, and a little note. And then this one here is the one that I did for that. So yes, please join me on Saturday. These are a lot of fun to make. And we're going to do a couple different styles. I don't want to put this in there too quickly, because my glue might still be wet. Might not be stuck down, but we'll get it in there. Just careful. Just careful. And there we go. A nice little gift for somebody. It's a nice way to, if you've got something that is hard to, a gift card would fit in there very nicely. Well, whatever would fit in there. The gift certificates, blah, blah, blah. I can't get it out. But anyways, very easy to do. Join me on Saturday and we'll make the envelope. The cards are nice and easy. Thank you, Suzanne, for giving such cute little freebies that we could easily do something with. That was awesome. And thank you guys for joining me. Bye-bye.